In this video, we will discuss Shakespeare as a dramatist artist. As a artist, he is a man of genius. The extent, variety, and richness of his plays are quite remarkable. According to the custom of that times, he also have taken some copied from some works and have also reshaped some works, which includes mostly Plutarch's lives, based on his works. Copied works were based on Plutarch's lives, Holinshed's chronicles, and some other classics. Shakespeare is ever changing. What you see in his early phase, he is not the same in his later phases. As how Ben Jonson says, he was not of an age but of all ages, not of one country but of all countries. He is the world's most immortal poet. He wrote for Elizabethan audience and for theatre, but his works are admired even now. Even in this century, his works are admired, and people, not only the Englishmen but also all people who know English, who can understand English, are reading his works, and then his works are being translated into almost all the important languages of the world, and there are even films based on his plays. The freshness and appeals of him seems to grow only more the more we read of him. We shall deal with the universal appeal of Shakespeare. According to Aristotle, universality means the idealizing power of the art, like how a work can be elevated from the narrow world of the story to a higher and vaster world. Shakespeare has the power of generalizing his works, turning his most particular works or characters into general. The particular story of the play becomes the panorama of humanity. He deals with powerful elemental passions, joys and sorrows. All the passions, emotions of humanity is being dealt with him in his characters, which makes his audience able to relate to his characters very well. As human nature in its essential is the same in all ages and times, thus is the universal appeal of his works. He could pierce into the hidden centers and the impulses of human beings. He has that absolute command over the complexities of thoughts and the emotions that can prompt into actions. We shall deal with the characters of Shakespeare, which are rather complex. Shakespeare could deal with the complexities of characters. He could work as though like doing a psychoanalysis of the human nature. His works include the gems of wisdom and also the philosophical truth, etc. In him we can find the minds of truth, beauty, and wisdom. Shakespeare's play, especially his tragedies, have that struggle of man is being shown with some powers that are some kind of forces, powerful forces that are leading them into the doom, as though his characters are like helpless puppets which are in the hands of the malignant power that are driving them to its doom. The universality is achieved by connecting the dramatic personages to the universe at large. Therefore his characters have got a cosmic significance. Edward Albert says that Shakespeare is unrivaled in literature, and from king to clown, whichever be the characters, whether it be sane or semi-devil, saint or seer, whichever be the character, Shakespeare is very much just to his characters and he can deal with them very well. He treats all the characters equally the same. His characters are not lifeless or wooden like the characters of his contemporary writers, but in him we can find characters which are really living and breathing characters can be found. Shakespeare's knowledge of stagecraft was also important. There were very limited staging was there, but then Shakespeare managed it all very well. Even though there was not a scenery for his stage, the scenic beauty was evident in his text of the play, etc. Shakespeare used clowns. During those times, clowns were very much important. People demanded the entry of clowns. But what Shakespeare did is that he refined and enabled his clowns, turning them into a kind of philosopher. Shakespeare is a great humanist. His laughter is varied, and then he at times, if needed, he can be a satirist too, an ironist too, etc. His humor always also blends with tragedies and pathos, giving a relief to the tragic tensions or enlivening the atmosphere of the gloom, etc. Then he holds a mirror to the nature, whether it be human nature or nature as such. There is a fusion of dramatic and lyric in the heart of Shakespeare, and then his felicity of expression can be better expressed that he is a matchless painter, not with a brush, but with his words. And as Dryden says, he was the man who of all modern and perhaps ancient poets had the largest and the most comprehensive soul. Thank you.